Hi, it's Yvonne from JaneyBJournals in Australia. Today I have a journal featuring JaneyBJournals Doors Kit. I have a fabric cover with frayed edges, a linen ribbon on the spine and the seam binding closure with a Tim Holtz key that says Journey, and I just have it sitting on a Tim Holtz hitch post. You can undo the ribbon of course, but I'm just going to slide it off. And then on the cover, I'll just pop that aside, on the cover I have this tiny little door and it has quite a rough texture here, which I thought was a little bit like old timber. And inside here, as you see, and it says remember. So the theme here is memories and some friends, travel, gratitude, all that sort of thing. Doors can be really any theme, so you can make it your own. And here's another one of these. I was thinking of a group of friends in maybe the 50s going on their big overseas trip. And I'll just pop this down. And in here, Jane had provided quite a lot of word tags: happiness, journal, memories, roses, flowers, create, dream, and so on. So I've included all of those in here, and I'll put them back in the little pocket. And then, as you see, there's a, the door theme continues. I've used a ribbon here for the hidden spine, and then there's one exposed stitch, and I've used a little key on a bulb pin there just for a little bit of interest. And keys, of course, are very symbolic: keys to adventures, keys to all sorts of things. This is an envelope. I won't take that off just here because on the other side you see that there's a ruffle, an envelope and a journal card, so I'll take that off here. And the envelope has more words, not Jane's, but other ones that I had which I thought fitted in. And again, you can decide on how you want to use them: enjoy, wonder, gratitude, joy, laugh, vacation, and so on. And that just slips in there. And this says a beautiful life. This envelope, you can open it up, and of course if you're young girls travelling, you need a ticket to anywhere. So I've included that as well, and just a little journaling spot there. A journal card which I've put a faux stamp on with the Paris postmark, and a postcard. So maybe they're in Europe, travelling around. And if you're travelling, you need postcards, and looking at French fashion, that's a little journal spot, and another journal card. And this young lady looks like she could have perhaps been an air hostess, so maybe catching up with friends when she, catching up with her friends travelling when she lands in Europe. And so I have some seize the day. She said she could, so she did. And all sorts of little sayings like that. With brave wings she flies. Think happy thoughts, and these bigger ones say adventures and joyful. So that's a double pocket there, one, and you can see one at the back as well. And this is a very light watercolour paper, and this has a sort of a serrated edge, so that vintage sort of feel to it. And because it's so light, I put a very light blue and pink wash over it, so there's interest there, but still lots of room to write. And here's a few more little tiny tag: possibilities, remember when, and doors. And this is a double flower, which is on quite heavy cards, so it's a double tuck. You can tuck in here, this part, or in the bottom, so it's quite versatile. Here's our young lady again. And again, I've left lots of journaling space, so flowers from a rose book. And I've used some coloured papers to fit in with those tones and also just for some interest. This is a tag which hangs over the page, so you can see it on that page. It's removable, and that's the other side of it there, with some textured wool just for interest and colour. And here's a swing tag or half page, I guess you could call it, on heavier cards, so like a journal card. And I've stamped here with a mixture of pink and tea dye distress ink for a bit of colour there. And here's a little mini envelope stack. So I didn't, I'm going to put this down. I didn't paste it up because that's more versatile. You can use it in any way you like. But a postcard with a Rome postmark, and here's some faux stamps from all over Europe. And then this flips up, and then we have another postcard, thanks to my friend Jenny who sent me these. Thank you, Jenny. And this is a removable one, and you can write on the back. So here the girls catching up, and it's the little light things that make life big. And there's a little cluster there together. I love those 50s fashions, and they look so elegant. And there's the other side of that swing journal card. More of the watercolour paper. Another stylish young lass. This one's an envelope. I won't take that off, but you can see that it slides off. And then here we have a little double tuck. So we've got gratitude, and this can slide out. And then here, of course, if you're with friends, you all need a ticket to anywhere. And this reminded me of those, the bus drivers and the tram drivers that used to have a clip on their belt, and you would board the bus and they would give you tickets and they would just tear one off. So there's lots of tickets there. And then another faux stamp here. And another one with the Paris postmark. And this is another envelope. So this all comes with the kit. As you see, the doors theme is repeated throughout. That's a lovely envelope that sits on here like that. And the doors. So we have the pastel papers. And a lot of these pages, what I liked was they're quite similar, but some of them, then when you look closely, you'll notice differences, and that reminded me of seeing things at different times of the day, or maybe you come back after a few years and revisit a place and it looks slightly different. And just to follow on with the door theme, I've hinged that so that you've got a lovely big journal card there and space, but it's like the door. Some lovely tags, journal card. And this paper is from another digital company, but it's a very neutral one, so good for writing on. Now we come to the second signature. And here I have, perhaps they went to Berlin. It's a vintage hotel restaurant menu. And these little pockets, and each one of them has something in them. This one has a journal card and more of those, a garden sonata. I liked that because all of the flowers in here, and then some more faux stamps. And because of the sonata, I chose birds there because of the music, all the sounds that you hear when you travel as well, not just the things you see. They make memories as well. Another one of the door idea, just a hinged card. So the secret little journaling space there. This is that watercolour paper again with the wash on it. This is all from the kit, beautiful papers. And I do like this textured thread to add some interest as well. This is a triple tag, so you've got 3 tags here on top of each other, and they're adhered with an eyelet, so they're going to stay together. If you wanted to, you could adhere the bottom as well, and then that gives you other places for tucks. Then you would have actually 3 places for tucks. It's more of the rose paper, more of the watercolour. And I really liked how this turned out. This was my journal swing card again, but see how it lined up. That was serendipity, but that worked out really well. So it lines up, and then when you open it up, the expanded picture underneath. And here's this young lady, and it says Queen Bee on the paper, so I thought that was fun. And it says, believe in yourself, flowers are always a good idea. I can imagine them getting around Paris on a cycle. Perhaps in the 50s you could do that, probably not so much now. Enjoy the moment, catching up with friends. So this, I think, would be a great journal for memories, or it's a journal card there. Another envelope for mindfulness, for opportunities, possibilities, things that you'd still like to do. And this is just a little pocket, and it has another journal card that opens up. What I liked about this kit as well is that, I'll just put that aside, is that you can use papers from other kits and they seem to blend really well. So this is a floral scraps of paper I had, and you can see I've just pasted them to make a little pocket, and then that just folds over like that. Plenty of writing space. A great journal for affirmations with all those words, I think, too. And then here on the back cover we have an envelope, and with lots of extra little ephemera pieces in tags. That closes up. So that was again the idea of the door, and the door opening again with a space for you to write whatever you would like, to record your thoughts or hopes and dreams or memories. And beautiful papers to work with. Thanks so much, Jane. And if you're interested in this journal, it is for sale. All the details will be below, and I'd love you to give a like and subscribe if you're interested. Thanks so much. Bye for now.